Hello, sweetheart. Did you know that right now, sitting in your kitchen cupboard, is one of the most powerful tools for transformation that ancient civilizations considered more valuable than gold? Roman soldiers were literally paid in salt, and that's where we get the word salary. Egyptian pharaohs were buried with it. Gandhi started a revolution over it. I'm talking about something so simple, so humble, that you probably sprinkled it on your eggs this morning without giving it a second thought. Salt. But not just any salt story. I'm going to share with you 5 specific places in your home where salt becomes a magnet for abundance, protection, and positive energy that will absolutely astound you. And I'm going to tell you exactly why this works, backed by both ancient wisdom and modern science, so you never have to wonder if you're just fooling yourself. Now, I can already hear some of you thinking, "Oh great, another person telling me to put crystals under my pillow and chant at the moon." And listen, I get it. You've been disappointed before. You've tried vision boards that gathered dust, affirmations that felt hollow, meditation apps that you used twice before giving up, gratitude journals that made you feel guilty for not being grateful enough, and self-help advice that promised the world but delivered about as much transformation as a soggy piece of toast. You're tired of feeling like you're swimming upstream while everyone else seems to have figured out some secret code to success and happiness. Maybe you've even started to wonder if you're just not cut out for this whole manifesting thing, if positive thinking is just for other people who were born lucky or optimistic. But here's what I love about this channel, and why I keep these videos short but absolutely packed with power. While other creators are uploading hour-long videos that meander around like a lost tourist in Times Square, repeating the same 3 points 17 different ways, we're here, delivering concentrated wisdom that you can actually use. Think of this as your daily shot of espresso for the soul, quick, potent, and guaranteed to wake up parts of your life you didn't even know were sleeping. We don't believe in wasting your time because, frankly, your time is precious. And transformation doesn't require you to sit through a feature-length film to get one good idea. I've tested every technique I share with you, and I only give you what actually works. No theoretical fluff, no borrowed wisdom I haven't personally proven. Just real results from a real person who's walked this path and found the shortcuts. So why does salt work when so many other things have failed you? Here's the beautiful truth that most people never learn. Everything in this universe is energy, vibrating at different frequencies. Your thoughts, your emotions, your very intentions create ripples in the invisible fabric of reality. Now, modern science is finally catching up to what mystics have known for thousands of years. Salt, chemically speaking, is a perfect crystal structure, IPS. It's nature's own geometric miracle. Each grain is a tiny geometric powerhouse that naturally purifies and harmonizes energy around it. When you place salt with intention, you're not just sprinkling seasoning around your house like some confused chef. You're creating energetic anchors that hold space for your dreams to manifest. Here's something fascinating that most people don't know. Salt naturally generates negative ions when it's exposed to air and moisture. These are the same ions that make you feel so refreshed near waterfalls, beaches, or after a thunderstorm. NASA studies have shown that negative ions improve mental clarity, reduce stress hormones, and actually boost serotonin production in your brain. So while you're working with salt spiritually, you're also creating a scientifically proven environment for better mood, clearer thinking, and reduced anxiety. It's like getting 2 transformations for the price of one. Think of salt as your spiritual Wi-Fi booster. You know how your internet works better when you position the router just right? Salt does the same thing for the energy in your home. It amplifies good vibes, clears out the mental fog, and creates what I like to call manifestation hotspots. Areas where your intentions get supercharged and the universe pays extra attention to your requests. But here's the key difference between salt work and all those other techniques that left you feeling empty. Salt doesn't require you to believe in it to work. The negative ions are being generated whether you understand the science or not. The crystalline structure is harmonizing energy whether you feel it or not. This isn't about positive thinking. This is about creating optimal conditions for success, period. Now, let's talk about your real challenge here. You're not lacking ambition or dreams. Goodness knows you have plenty of those. What you're missing is the energetic foundation that supports those dreams. You're trying to build a castle on quicksand, and then wondering why everything keeps sinking. Your home environment is either working for you or against you, and most of the time, it's been working against you without you even realizing it. Every space holds memory. Every room carries the emotional residue of everything that's happened there. The arguments, the tears, the frustrations, the sleepless nights worrying about money. Over time, this creates what I call energetic sludge, a thick, invisible layer of accumulated negativity that makes everything harder than it needs to be. It's like trying to run a marathon while wearing a weighted vest you can't see. You know something's slowing you down, but you can't figure out what it is. Here's your 5-step salt transformation system that's going to change everything. And I want you to think of this not as some mystical ritual, but as energetic home improvement. You're essentially rewiring your space for success. First, place a small bowl of sea salt in the wealth corner of your home. That's the far left corner when you walk through your front door. This isn't just folk wisdom, this is energy physics. Salt naturally absorbs negative ions and clears stagnant energy, while the wealth corner is where abundance energy likes to gather and throw its little prosperity parties. I like to use a beautiful bowl for this, something that makes me smile when I look at it. Because here's what most people miss. Aesthetics matter in energy work. If you're using a chipped coffee mug you hate, you're sending mixed messages to the universe. Use something that feels abundant to you, even if it's just a pretty dish you found at the dollar store. Second, sprinkle a pinch of salt across your threshold every morning for 7 days. Your doorway is the mouth of your home. It's where energy enters and exits. By blessing this space with salt, you're essentially putting up a velvet rope that says, VIP energy only, please. You're becoming the bouncer of your own energetic nightclub, and trust me, you want to be very selective about who gets in. After the 7 days, you can do this weekly, or whenever you feel like your space needs a refresh. Some of my students do it every Sunday, as part of their weekly reset ritual. Third, keep a small dish of salt by your bedside table. Your bedroom is where you do your most important spiritual work, sleeping. During sleep, your subconscious mind is like a sponge, soaking up whatever energy surrounds you. Salt near your bed ensures you're absorbing pure, clean energy all night long, instead of yesterday's worries and tomorrow's anxieties, having a midnight dance party in your dreams. I actually keep mine in a little ceramic dish that matches my bedroom decor, because remember, we're going for beautiful functionality here, not witchy weirdness. Fourth, place salt in the 4 corners of your most used room, probably your living room or kitchen. This creates what I call an energy square, a protected space where good fortune can marinate and multiply. It's like creating an invisible greenhouse for your intentions, where they can grow without being trampled by doubt or destroyed by negative thinking. You don't need much. Just a small pinch in each corner will do. I like to do this when I'm cleaning anyway, so it feels like part of my regular home maintenance routine. Fifth, and this one is my personal favorite, put a line of salt across your windowsills once a month. Windows are the eyes of your home. And just like your eyes can let in light or darkness, your windows can let in uplifting energy or draining influences. Salt on the windowsills acts like spiritual sunglasses, filtering out what doesn't serve you while welcoming in all the good stuff. This is especially powerful if you live in a busy area or have neighbors who bring drama to the neighborhood. You're essentially creating an energy filter that lets the good stuff through while keeping the chaos outside where it belongs. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, but what if my family thinks I've lost my mind? What if the neighbors see me sprinkling salt around, like I'm preparing for a very strange recipe? Here's the thing. You don't need to announce your salt strategy to the world. This is your quiet revolution, your secret weapon against mediocrity. And if anyone asks, just tell them you read that salt helps with humidity, or something equally practical and true. I've had students tell their skeptical spouses that salt helps with air purification, which is actually scientifically accurate, so you're not even lying. But let me share something personal with you. When I first started doing this, my own family thought I'd gone a little overboard with the spiritual stuff. My sister actually rolled her eyes so hard I thought they might fall out of her head. But you know what happened? 3 weeks later, She called me asking for the salt thing, because she'd noticed how much calmer and happier I seemed, and she wanted some of whatever I was having. Now she's one of my biggest advocates, and she teaches her own friends about energy work. Sometimes the best evangelism is just living so well that people start asking what your secret is. The magic happens not just in the placing of the salt, but in your intention while you're doing it. As you place each portion, take a moment to mentally declare what you want that space to hold. This corner holds my financial abundance. This threshold welcomes only loving relationships. This bedroom supports my deepest healing and most inspired dreams. You're not just decorating with condiments, you're programming your environment for success. And here's a little secret that amplifies everything. As you're placing the salt, speak your intentions out loud if you can, or whisper them if you need to be discreet. Sound waves carry intention even more powerfully than thoughts alone. I like to say something like, I bless this space with abundance, protection, and joy. May only the highest good enter here, and may all that serves my growth be multiplied. Feel free to use your own words. The universe understands the language of sincere intention, not perfect spiritual vocabulary. Here's what you need to understand about timing. The universe responds to consistency, not perfection. You don't need to wait for the perfect moon phase or consult 17 different spiritual calendars. You can start this tonight, right after dinner, with whatever salt you have on hand. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. And the same goes for transforming your living space into a manifestation powerhouse. However, if you want to add a little extra oomph to your salt work, new moons are particularly powerful times for setting intentions, and full moons are great for releasing what no longer serves you. But honestly, any Tuesday afternoon, when you're motivated, is more powerful than waiting for the perfect cosmic alignment that never comes. And let's talk about what type of salt to use, because I know someone's going to ask. Sea salt is wonderful because it carries the energy of the ocean, vast, flowing, and abundant. Himalayan pink salt is beautiful and has a gentle, nurturing energy. But you know what? Regular table salt from the grocery store works too, especially when you can't afford the fancy stuff right now. The universe doesn't care about your budget, it cares about your intention. I've seen profound transformations happen with 99-cent salt from the corner store, because the person using it was absolutely committed to change. One thing I absolutely love about salt work is that it's practically free and completely reversible. If you don't like the results, you can vacuum it up and pretend this conversation never happened. But I have a feeling that in about 2 weeks, you're going to be messaging me about the sudden surge of opportunities, the unexpected money showing up, the relationships improving, and that general feeling that life has started flowing in your favor instead of against you. I get these messages constantly, and they never get old. Just last month, Sarah from Ohio wrote to tell me that within 10 days of doing the SALT protocol, she got a call about a job interview for a position she'd applied to months ago and forgotten about. Maria from Texas said her teenage daughter, who had been sullen and argumentative for months, suddenly started being helpful and affectionate again. And David from California reported that his chronic insomnia improved dramatically after placing salt by his bedside. Now, I can't promise you'll get exactly these results, because everyone's situation is unique. But what I can promise is that you'll start noticing positive shifts in areas you didn't even know were blocked. Remember, your home is not just where you live, it's your launching pad for everything you want to become. Every morning when you wake up, you're either being supported by your environment or sabotaged by it. Salt gives you the power to tip those scales permanently in your favor. It's like having a 24/7 energetic support team working behind the scenes to clear obstacles and amplify opportunities. Here's something most people never consider. Your home is actually an extension of your energy field. Just like your thoughts and emotions affect your physical body, the energy in your living space affects your mental state, your decision-making ability, and even your luck. When you clear and bless your space with salt, you're essentially expanding your personal energy field to include your entire home. You're creating a sacred container where your higher self can emerge and thrive. So, here's what I want you to do right now. Yes, literally right now. Pause this video, go to your kitchen, grab some salt, and place just one small bowl in your wealth corner. Don't overthink it. Don't research the perfect type of salt. Don't wait until you have the perfect bowl. And definitely don't wait until your house is clean enough or organized enough or ready enough. Just do it. Take action while the inspiration is hot, because inspired action is worth more than perfect planning. The universe rewards movement, not preparation. And if you're watching this on your phone while you're out and about, then I want you to make a mental commitment right now to do this as soon as you get home. Don't let this become another good idea that gets filed away in your mental someday folder. Someday is a place where dreams go to die. Today is where transformation happens. Then come back and tell me in the comments which location you chose first and why. I read every single comment because your journey matters to me, and I love seeing how these simple shifts create ripples of positive change in real lives. Some of my most popular videos have come from questions and success stories shared in the comments, so you might actually be helping other people with your share. If this video gave you that little spark of maybe this could actually work, hit that like button to help other people find this message when they need it most. And here's my promise to you. Subscribe to this channel, and I'll keep delivering these powerful, practical techniques that take minutes to implement but create lasting transformation. No fluff, no filler, just pure, concentrated wisdom that honors both your intelligence and your precious time. Your future self is going to thank you for every small, intentional step you take today. The universe is always conspiring in your favor, but sometimes it needs a little salt to season the deal.